Hello, I'm Brett Morrison, Brian's brother, and what you're about to see are video segments of the cleanup during March and April 2009 of debris from a major winter ice storm in December 2008. I will walk you through the path of destruction the storm left in its wake. Although this video is only a few minutes long, it took Brian and other volunteers weeks to get Fare-Thee-Well back to its normal state.
Okay, I'm back up for another week of burning at my brother's in Huntington. Just going to walk out, show you some of the brush that came down during the ice storm. Now, he's already had several fires. I've helped at a few of them. This is just some of the stuff that's still on the ground now that the snow has melted. I was out here, today is April 4th. I was out here 3 weeks ago and there was still a good foot and a half of snow on the ground, covering all this brush that came down during the ice storm. So, as you can see, had a lot of damage during the storm. You can just see some of the piles that have been gathered and just on the ground to be burned now that the snow has melted. 3 weeks ago you couldn't even see this pile because that's where the plow had pushed up all the snow. Let's look at the devastation as I pan into the woods. You can just see all the branches down everywhere from the ice storm. And as we continue walking out, you can see the distance I just walked. So it's set way in the woods. But as you can see, just all the devastation from the ice storms this winter. As you can see the branches that just came down during the storms. My brother said that he thought for sure one of them was going to crash through the roof because it was out in the woods and quiet, and you really couldn't hear anything. It was just so quiet and peaceful. Just look at all the piles as I come down the driveway. As we're getting ready to burn. Here comes my brother Brian. Brian, I'm just...
Hello, Hollywood! Hello, America!
We got the fire going pretty good now, as you can see, but if you look in the background... Oh, hi, Brian.
Hi there.
But you'll see behind Brian, you still, April 3rd, there are still snowbanks on the ground from the plow.
You get it going, my brother?
Looks like you got it. This is special and being saved.
Yeah.
Huh? What, Ricky?
This one is special and being saved.
No, let me save that one for you.
Okay, so this is Brett, and I'm taking a shot of the driveway, zooming it up. You'll notice now that the brush that is in the earlier shot is gone.
Where'd it go?
I don't know, we're going to see in a minute, I think. Why, golly, there it is there now, burning.
The fire!
Brian.
Yeah, are you going to interview me?
I am.
Okay.
So, no, stand next to the fire, though, so we can get a nice shot here. So, where did all this brush come from that you've been burning over the last few weeks?
The big ice storm of when the full moon was during December. If you pan up there, you might even be able to see how all the trees broke off. It all fell in the driveway. I dragged it off to the side and made piles that got buried in snow, like you can see over there even.
So those piles that were all along the driveway, they didn't land there?
No, they didn't fall like that all nice and neat during the ice storm. I had to cut them up and move them.
So they've already been moved once?
During the cold winter weather, yes. It was fun.
And then you cleared the driveway out so you could get in and out.
Yeah, and other people too, not just me.
And now that the snow is gone and it is burn season,
Here we are.
Here we are getting rid of it.
Yep.
I think I will pan up to the trees.
Some of them you can see.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a shot at one now that you can see that several of them where you can see where they snapped off and bent over. So how many fires have you had so far?
3 big brush fires and 1 big campfire.
And realistically, with the brush that you know is still on the ground, how many more fires are you going to say that you're going to have to get rid of all the...
At least 3 more.
At least 3 more to get rid of the damage from one storm.
Yep.
So here we are back at the fire. As you may see, it has snow on it. We're extinguishing it. It is around 4 o'clock, and the Huntington Fire Department showed up to make sure that the fire was being extinguished because it is windy. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, a different video, there was snow still in piles from where the snowplow piled it up, so that is what we're using to extinguish the fire. Little old Mother Nature to put out Mother Nature. Was that good or what, Brian?
That was great. Mother Nature to put out well, this isn't Mother Nature the fire. We had to get it going.
Well, that's true too. But here we are. You saw the fire earlier, and now that's what it looks like with snow on it to extinguish it. Only in the hills. And now there it is. The fire is fully extinguished with the snow.
Except for the smoke coming out.
Well, that could be a little steam or a little smoke, but the fire is out.
After a lot of hard work, Brian is able to drive up Fairley Wells driveway without debris on either side. Even though his work is not done, it is starting to look more like it did before the storm. And